This is Drink This, your online radio show for entertainment news and music. I'm your host, B. Santana. I'm going to get into the AMA Awards that just happened this past weekend, who was hot and who was not. We're also going to get into Bill Cosby and his rape allegations. And we're also going to get into the unfortunate news about Mike Brown and his situation that happened in Ferguson. All that and more. Now get ready to drink this. Okay, so y'all probably wondering, where is Dimp at? Dimp is on a hiatus from the show as of right now. But you know, one monkey don't stop no show. No, just playing. No shade, no shade. But I do have a co-host this week by the name of Domo. And we're going to start it off by talking about the American Music Awards. Now, I don't know if y'all watched it. I didn't watch it. I had to catch up on it online because nobody had time to deal with the American Music Awards. It was another whack show, but let's just go ahead and get more into it. Alright, so let's get into the red carpet at the AMAs this weekend. Domo, who did you think was hot?
I think I would have to give it to Kendall and Kylie.
And Kylie?
And Kylie. I think more so Kylie than Kendall because I just like Kylie's look and I like how she's growing and she's blossoming. I love it.
No, I wasn't really feeling Kylie. Like, Kylie looked like she just woke up, they threw on like a dress and they were like, girl, hurry up and go out there on the carpet. Like, she just didn't look put together to me. She did. She looked good in the face, but I didn't like her outfit. Kendall, she looked decent. I wasn't feeling her shoes though. It looked like she had on like kitten heels, and I'm like, where's her pumps?
Not kitten heels.
It did. I was like, where's her pumps at?
She's already tall. I mean, it's okay to have a little bit of heel.
No. You can't do no kitten heel with no split dress the way she was looking. She was hot until her shoes, and I was like, wow, like you just really messed up the whole thing you had going on. But let's see, my best dress, I would have to give it to Fergie. Looked hot.
Yeah, she did.
She looked really hot. I was like, okay, you know, Fergie looked good. Huh?
She did her thing.
She did. And then who else did I like on the carpet? You know, I was kind of borderline with J-Lo. It's like I kind of liked it almost. And then, I don't know what was going on. It was like her dress was on backwards. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it too much. You know what? I did like Juliana Rancic. She looked cute.
Oh my god. Yes, that was my favorite. One of my favorites too. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So.
Those colors.
Yeah, she looked so good in those colors. I love blue. And the black was hot too. But let's get into the worst dress, because you know, with the good it's always the bad, just like me, and then it's you.
Oh. Yeah, worst and then the best.
Oh.
Well, I think the worst dress had to be Zendaya.
Oh my god, she looked like she looked like a genie. Like
I can't. She was having a good year, perfect year, everywhere she went, nice, until that night. She was like, just throw me on whatever. I can't.
She looked so bad. And then her hair looked like she was getting weighed down. There's too much weave going on. I'm just like, what is going on, Zendaya? Like, I don't know.
Too much.
It was horrible. Alright, who's your other pick?
I would have to say Rita Ora. I wasn't feeling the yellow. I don't think it's that season for that yellow that she pulled out.
Yeah.
I think she could have done way better.
Yeah, and it's like this is not springtime, and this is not like the Golden Globes. Like, you are at the American Music Awards. Like, stop. And who is still inviting her to places? Like, she don't even have anything out. Like, go to the studio.
Don't do Rita Ora. Do not do Rita Ora.
I'm just saying, what does she have going on? Because Iggy didn't use you tonight to perform, so why are you even there? Okay? Like, I can't. She needs to go sit down. Yeah, I wasn't feeling her look at all. But I will say my worst dress was Zendaya, so I had that in common with you. and Nicki Minaj. She looked
Nah.
a fool.
I
Like,
like the Nicki Minaj dress.
no, the dress was cute on somebody different. Like, that dress would have been cute on a different girl. I didn't like that on her. She just always looked bad. Like, she just don't know nothing about anything. Like, her hair was a mess. That wig, I don't know what was going on. Her whole look was just bad. Yeah. Even when she performed, her look was bad.
I think the performance look went with the song.
It went with the song, but she looked like Lil' Kim. Like, she looked like old Lil' Kim. Like, it was just, I did not like it. I didn't like that crunchy, curly hair that she had on her head. She looked big in that dress because she got that fake booty. Like, it was just, ugh. I just not feeling her clothes. Whoever styles her, she needs to get a new stylist. Because I just can't. But, speaking of the AMAs, so the winners was no surprise. Everybody was white besides John Legend. So, how do you feel about Iggy winning all the hip hop categories?
I think it was quote unquote their choice of a hip hop artist. I personally like Iggy Azalea. I like her album. I love her music. I think it was time that she got some shine because I think so many people throw her shade. So many rap artists and so many people throw her like crazy amount of shade. And finally she said, okay, people are appreciating me. People are appreciating my music. And I liked how she brought up T.I., the person who brought her, to life on stage with her when she presented and got her award. I like that about her because she's so humble.
I mean, I only like that Fancy song. I mean, that's her claim to fame right now. But my thing is, you can't just win everything hip hop just because you have one hit song. Like, it's so many people that have one hit song and you never hear from them again. So, I mean, I thought it was cute that she won her first award or whatever, and she was like, oh, it's my first award ever, blah, blah, blah. And it's probably going to be her last. But you know what? It's alright. And she could just have it this year, and we're going to move on.
I think she's going to be on the Grammy. So you're gonna see
No, the Grammys are definitely not going to nominate her or give her anything. If she do get nominated for a Grammy, it's going to be just for the song Fancy. It's not going to be anything else.
That's okay.
It's going to be like best duo, collaboration, whatever that category is. That's what she'll probably get nominated for. But I just can't. I don't see her. I don't know. I wish her music was better. I don't mind her, but I just wish her music was better. That's all it is. That's how I feel about her.
And then I also just don't like these categories. Like, so many artists, these albums came out like 2012, early 2013. Like, no new album for this category, no new album. I think with Beyonce, that was last year around this time.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, hey, what can you do?
It was overall a good show. I love the performances. I love Sam Smith. A$AP Rocky. That was amazing.
A$AP Rocky performed?
Yeah, A$AP Rocky and Sam Smith.
Oh, I missed that.
Clearly.
Whoops.
That was different. It was fun. I even liked the One Direction performance.
Yeah, I missed that too.
Did you even watch Selena Gomez?
No, I didn't watch her either.
So basically, you didn't watch it.
Basically. I mean, the only performances that I saw, because I had to go, because I didn't watch this on TV. I had watched it online, like, after the fact. So I had watched, what performance did I see? I saw Lil Wayne and Christina Milian. That was a mess.
That's total mess. What is that? What is she?
Like, why is she? And why she look like a 1990s, like, Chinese slut? Like, just, I just cannot. Her wardrobe was horrible. That performance was horrible. And they had no chemistry. She had no stage presence. Like, girl, this has been the first stage you have booked since 2003, 2004, and you can't even give them nothing. I'm like, really?
This is the best that she's gonna get right now. Lil Wayne is recreating her right now.
Well,
because the Dream couldn't do it. Nick Cannon definitely couldn't do it. So this is her last shot. If she can't get Wayne to hook her up, then she might as well retire and just collect that child support. That's her back to back.
Not the before. But yeah, I saw that mess, and then I saw Nikki's mess, and then
that's not mess.
Her performance was bad. I mean, come on now.
I like the song.
I mean, you might like the song, but we're talking about the performance right now, and that performance was whack. And
I don't like the performance because
I didn't even watch the whole performance. Like, I was midway through, and I was like, you know what, Nikki, I'm gonna have to cut this off because I can't. And you know, another thing, her album just got pushed back again to like December, middle of December, and it's just like she just can't get a song to catch on for her life. Like, it's just been a bad year for her. Flop single after flop single, and I don't know. I feel like
I think with Anaconda did good. Anaconda is top chart.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe that's why she had to hurry up and release this single because Anaconda wasn't doing nothing.
No, I think she just needs another.
She just needs to.
Old school Nikki hit, and it's gonna hit. Or I mean,
well, she did that already, and y'all still wasn't catching on. And she got that only song out. See, she got too many songs out where I can't even concentrate on what you're doing. Like, what are you trying to give me? I forgot she had that only song out. Huh?
Right? I did slip my mind.
See, exactly. That's why nobody's going to buy this album in December.
When you hear it, though, when you hear only, like, boom, when you hear it, I hear it in the car, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. Don't tell me you're not.
No, I feel the song. Like, it's nice and all that. But I mean, but it's not all that. Like, it's decent. It's like, okay, if this is track number like 10 out of 15, I'm like, oh, okay. But it's not like she's not grasping me this year. I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. But J-Lo, she killed her performance.
Do you think?
What do you mean? She gave you visuals. She gave you dancing. She gave you sexy. Like, she was giving it. That was the performance of the night.
I feel like J-Lo is kind of like on her way out because she's like older. You know, she's older shaking that ass. She's not younger shaking that thing no more. That's what I get from her. I get like, okay, I gotta compete with Taylor Swift, and I gotta compete with Nicki Minaj, and I gotta compete with Beyonce. It's like, J-Lo, thank you for your time, but
You're so mean. I don't. I mean, she still looks the same people that you say she competing with. She looks the same age as them. Like, she looks great, and that performance was hot. She gave me everything I needed in a performance. Wardrobe change. She gave me sexy. She gave me dancing. She gave me visuals. Like, it was hot. And you know, I did like that Bang Bang performance too with Jessie J.
I love
Jessie can sing.
She's amazing.
Yeah, but that's about it. No, I wasn't doing Jessie. I was just saying that's about it for that show as far as good performance. No, I like Jessie. But we're gonna get to your favorite guy, the Pudding Man, Bill Cosby.
Good old Bill.
And I just cannot believe these allegations that have come out about him.
That's just foolery. Like, the ladies that he's pulling, like, come on, Bill. You got all this money. These women, I mean, I know this is like 70s, 60s, and, you know, back in the day. Maybe back in the day they looked like something.
You ain't no good.
Janet Dickinson, I know she looked like something back in the day, but you know, now, I feel like now they just want one person to say something, and it's just building and building and building.
Yeah.
Until they're just trying to be like, bring this man down. This man's already old. He's already, you know, chilling. And what do you want, more money? I just think it's foolery at this moment.
Yeah, I feel like it's foolery too.
I feel like if it happened, if it was probably happening in the 70s, everybody was, you know, doing their little thing, doing their little drugs, whatever. It was just a moment in that time.
Yeah, see, I don't know. See, this is how I feel about this. Because I feel like a lot of people are jumping the gun just because somebody said something. Like, I can come out and be like, oh, Bill Cosby got me too. Like, what? And then, people just believe it just because. But it's like, no one ever, like, tried to look for the facts, what was actually going on. They just automatically made him guilty. And it sucks because now that's going to be a part of his legacy. Like, and if you got two people that come out and say, oh, he drugged me, and then you got like 10 other people come later on and they say, oh, he drugged me too. Now, girl, how you know he drugged you too? Because you already read the story already, so you already know what to say. It's like, I don't know, it's just a whole bunch of mess. Like, I feel like all of this should have just went to like a trial and the evidence could have been presented, and then, but everyone's story is out in public, so it's like anybody can just take the same story that the last lady said and just make it pertain to them. Now, I'm not gonna say that he didn't do it or he did do it. Maybe some people, they was trying to get on and, it didn't work out in their favor like they thought it was going to. So they're trying to get back at him now. Or maybe some of the stuff did happen, but it's like, this is just a story now that we'll never really know the truth.
Yeah, but I feel like now it's too late to go back for almost 30 plus years and bring up stuff that happened. That's gone. That's back in the day. You should have spoke up when you felt like he was being raped. Or allegedly raped.
Yeah, and my thing is, like, why? And then what I don't believe, and then what made me give this whole story side eye was when Janice Dickinson came forward. And I'm like, girl, the last time we saw you was on Celebrity Rehab. I really don't believe anything you saying because you've been told to be a liar before anyway. And then one of the other ladies who came forward, she was staying in some penthouse and she was like, oh, I've been, friends with Mr. Cosby for the last 20 years. Girl, really? And now all of a sudden you flipping the script? I don't believe you. Like, you just can't. Ain't no way I'm gonna be friends with some dude who allegedly raped me for 20 years. Like, ain't no way. I might not talk to him no more and I know the story for myself, but I'm not gonna be friends with you, hit you up on Thanksgiving like, hey, how was your Thanksgiving with the family? Alright, talk to you on New Year's Eve. Like, what? Why are you talking to him if he did this to you? Like, I just don't get certain people. I don't know. I don't believe this. I mean, I don't know about the story. I don't know. But
I think once they find the next black man comes on and accuse things of, it'll go down. The 15 years of that thing will die out.
Yeah. And I really think it's bogus what the Associated Press did in their interview, where they show that footage about when he asked them to make sure that doesn't show up. But they act like he said, yeah, I did it, and then he was like, okay, don't put that in there. He didn't even say that. He just said, we already had an agreement that you guys weren't going to be asking me no questions like that. So I just don't see how they think releasing that makes him look guilty. It don't make him look guilty. It makes you look like y'all some conniving backstabbers and don't do no interview with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just
so
over it. Just like I'm over that situation, I'm over the ruling in this Mike Brown Ferguson situation.
I feel like this is it's too much.
It's too much going on.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been. I mean, it definitely has to be televised. It has to be seen. This is another part of history. Along with Trayvon Martin, that's such. I feel like how society is, it's like people think they can do things and get away with it.
Yeah.
That's how we're viewing it right now. That's how we're teaching our kids that you can do this and you can get away with it. Or you can do this and you can get scared of the police. You can do this, and not be punished for it. I think it's teaching society wrong and teaching, kids that are growing up there looking at this, they're looking at their protest and cry and be upset about what they see on TV. I think it's media definitely boosts it up, makes it more upsetting watching it because it definitely shows not the whole thing, it just shows the highlights and the crazy parts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a lot to take, especially for the family, to see that, okay, my son was just gunned down and killed, and you guys aren't doing anything about it.
Yeah. And it's like, we waited so long for this verdict, and then it comes out, and it's like he's dying all over again to his family. Like, that's how I look at it, because he's not getting any justice. And he won't ever get any justice because it's over with now. And it's just sad that in America at this day and age, in 2014, it still feels like 1953. Like, when it comes to black people, like, I don't get how we aren't respected yet as people.
Hopefully, I mean, as time grows, you know, we can definitely see. Because I feel like some parts are being looked at, some parts are being, you know, attacked and looked upon and stressed out about, such as, like, you know, using gay derogatories and some racial slurs when people use it. I feel like it's being looked at. So I feel like everything is being looked at.
Yeah.
And I feel like when one thing is attacked, you definitely have to look at it and attack everything, because this is a situation that minorities can look at and see, okay, I can't walk down the street in my own neighborhood without being afraid of being shot for no reason.
Right. I mean,
So I
it's
think
just
it's definitely gonna wake America up, and definitely minorities up, that you don't have to, either you're gonna stand for it or you're gonna do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is.
I don't know, Domo. This is a mess, and I'm so over it. Just like I'm over you in this episode right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, you had a good time with me.
I did. This was fun. We might have to do this again, you know.
I know, it's a pleasure. Getting on the drink there, you know, I watch this every Tuesday.
Yes.
This is my Tuesday regimen. Boom. Get my drink. Boom. Get my snack. Boom. Top of that. Boom. That's my thing.
Just like that.
Fun. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for joining in on Drink This. Maybe we'll do this again. Maybe we won't. Maybe you'll be replaced as well.
That was going to be like full consumer.
Like, so you're the new Emily.